Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your average gamer. We're back in Snowrunner today for episode 10 of my season 11 goings on. And a fair few things have happened since the last episode, so I will, before we get on to completing the Left by the Ledge mission, which as you can see is highlighted at the moment, you find me in the middle of nowhere in my International HX520 with ramped towing platform on the back. There is a reason why this is here already, and as I say, I will do that little bit of explaining now. Right, in the last episode, I ended that episode over here, having just activated this task in my Western Star 57X, and I was in the process of towing the sideboard trailer that was here with 2 cement in the back down this track to here where there was a sideboard, there was a flatbed semi-trailer with 1 medium planks and 1 wooden planks on it, so 3 slots of cargo. So I did that. I drove back here, unhitched the trailer, hitched up to the semi-trailer, winched the other sideboard trailer on the back, drove down here, and at some point here, where it's quite muddy and rocky, there's a little bit of a camber, I managed to, without realising it, tip over the sideboard trailer and lose those 2 cement in the mud there. But that was annoying, but certainly not the end of the world. So anyway, I then came back here, and then I suddenly realised, which I'm sure a lot of you may have been yelling at the screen to tell me this, that all the time when I had been driving through the swamp to get from one side of this to the other, I no longer needed to, because I'd unlocked the blockage and this tarmac road was available, which I couldn't believe I'd been so daft. Then I realised I could believe it. So anyway, instead of driving down there through the swamp and then along, I came along here and drove to this production facility because I wanted to put, I didn't know what I was going to do with the wood, with the medium planks, but I was definitely going to put just the 1 slot of wooden planks in there. And another thing that I didn't realise, because I've never ever tried to do it at any point in any of my other series that I've played, I didn't realise that you could actually store whatever you want in these places. So if I go to this production facility now, you'll see that there are 4 medium planks in there, because once I'd got those wooden medium planks there and stored them, I then went out to the wood framings in a truck and trailer and collected the rest of the medium planks that were there and put them in the production facility. I mean, I could technically store them in there, which I may do a shuttle and put them in there later because it's slightly more convenient, but it's not that much further to drive. So then I went and got 3 cement from here and put them into the production facility storage as well. Then I got my Voron Grad, put a small loading crane on it, went out here and collected the 2 cement that I dropped and brought them back. So that's why there are now 5 cement in here. So so I've cleared out that warehouse of cement, and I've cleared out the medium planks from all of those, and they're all in there. So that was another thing that I did. Sorry, just looking at my list. What else? I've covered that. Yeah. So then what I did was I got in my Neo, and I put the Neo on the back of this HX520 and brought that over, dropped off the Neo here, and then drove up this track to where there was a Scout fuel carrier that I wanted to collect and take back and sell. This was an absolutely tortuous route for the poor little Neo. It was crawling through there. It seemed to take forever, but I managed to pick that up, and then I came down this way, out round down here and back. I didn't think it was going to make it through this bit of deep snow. It was crawling so slowly through there. I can't describe it. It was mind-numbingly painful to do. But anyway, it did get through it, and I did take that back, sold that Scout fuel carrier, and put the Neo back in the garage. So that has left me here in my International HX520, which I'm now just going to take up here. And I did also highlight this area of the map, which has finally shown up the last of the tasks on this map, the Rocky Chasm task, which is in the cabin zone, where I've got to go anyway. I haven't activated that yet, but one of the 2 contracts that are remaining on this map, they became available once I'd done a couple of other contracts. I assume the Watchtowers ones. I've got to deliver 2 cabins to the cabin zone anyway, so I'll just, once I've delivered them, I'll activate that mission, and then we'll see what's what. And then while I'm up there, I can then just use the whatever truck I use. I'll make sure it's got a radar, and I'll activate the radar, and that will clear the rest of the map. So that will be that as well. Yeah, this, you can see that's where the Yar is. So I'm not entirely sure. It's not like halfway down a cliff, I don't think, but I'm not entirely sure whether or not it will fit on the back of this truck, because it is a substantially bigger truck. It's one of the biggest Scouts vehicles, so that I don't know. If I can't, I think it's facing down the mountain as well. That's what. Can I zoom in anymore? No, I can't zoom in any more than that, but I think it's facing away from me, so what I may well do is just tow it back, I think, or winch it back. If I just bring it back the way I came. This is a particularly dodgy, soft, muddy bit. But once I get through this, just this section here, from where the truck is to about here, almost basically at the main road. Oh no, sorry, I don't need to take it back there, do I? I need to come back and go along here. Ignore me completely. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. So, ignoring my complete lack of sense of direction, what I will do is probably winch it, but I'll make that decision in a minute when I get there. So anyway, without further ado, let's head up the mountain and see if we can't drag her out of there. Not sure what this terrain is going to be like, but unfriendly, I'm going to guess. Let's head around this water. Don't like the look of that. Yeah, that looks a bit muddy and deep there. So we are gradually crawling towards the point where I can head through to by the lake and explore the next map. As I say, a couple more contracts have been highlighted, and as I wanted to complete as many contracts, or all the contracts that were available on this map before I went through the gateway. Every time I think I'm getting near the end, more contracts and tasks appear. So anyway, we'll look into those once I've done this task. Come on, truck. Soft bit of mud here, plus snow. Just keep going. I've got one eye on the petrol gauge, but I have got a full bobble dial full of bobbled our radar full of fuel, so should be okay. Right, it's going to be left. Yeah, it's going to be left here. Should be a bit easier going downhill, towing or notwithstanding, but come on, truck. Itch. Oh, I need to find somewhere to turn around as well. I'm going to be heading back the way I came. Aha, there it is. Right. Oh, knock that tree well and truly down. Right. Let's just put that into low gear with the diff lock on. Right. See if we can winch it out a little bit. Right. Just be towing it dead weight for a little while. I'll get it to the T-junction. I can do a cheeky little manoeuvre and get the get in front of it with it facing forwards. I've sort of got a plan, but it's only in my head, folks, so whether or not it's going to work, we will see very soon. Come on, truck. Missed that tree. Come on, you can get it past the tree. Yes. Right, so if I just... This is going to look ridiculous, but if I just pull that to there, like that. Knocking every single tree in the area down, but right. Right, where's the winch? Oh, there it is. Do we think that's going to fit on the back of this? Is it worth me trying and wasting petrol? Oh, I've got a bit of petrol. Right, let's try it. Why don't we try it? It's got to be worth it. I did bring it over here. Sorry, let me go around that way. Oh, there we go. Come on, little yard. Let's see if you can get on there. Well, I got it on there. Oh, I don't believe it. It's let me do it. Yes. Right, okay, before we get carried away, where do I need to go? Right, I need to go down to there, and then left there, and that takes me all the way across. Right. Excellent. It only just fits, but it does fit. And that's the main thing. Right. All we've got to do now is get this back there without tipping over. There we go. Just lean in it. Ooh. Let's just avoid that as much as we can. There we are. Oh dear. Smash the trees out of the way. There we go. Alright, let's stay a little bit wide so I can swing in. I say it's very deep mud there. That right in the middle of that junction. How are we doing for fuel? I've still got over half a tank. And it's more or less a straight shot now across the up this little track and then across the ski slope to the delivery point. Oh, didn't see that huge rock there. Managed to get over it. It's decent ground clearance on this truck despite the weight it's got on the back. Soft bit. Right, so it's left here. Yes, because that's where I collected the oh man, that was tippy. Collected the semi-trailer from. Come on, truck, just whoop, just blast up there. There we go. Crawl for another muddy bit. Just get over the top. Just don't beach in the middle. There we go. Doesn't do anything for the nerves, this game, I tell you. Come on, truck. There we go. Is that the ski slope? I think it is. Deliver this yard. I have to say, this was one. It hasn't got the greatest turning circle, that Yar Scout, but can I sneak across that bit without having to go out to the road? Yes, I can. That's a cheeky little shortcut. But yeah, I did like this Scout when I used it on in Tamir. Yes. Thank you so much for your help. You're quite welcome. I did enjoy that, even though it was a little bit scary at points. Right, let's just turn the engine off for a second. So, what should I do next? Let's have a look at these contracts that I've got left. That's a lot of cargo to deliver up very, very tiny little tracks. I'll have to be very careful with what trucks I want to use for those. But I did make it up to there, so I would just have to go up to there. I need 2 cabins for the cabin zone. Quick vaping, I think. Because when I'm up there, I'll just activate that Rocky Chasm mission at the same time. And why is it saying truck with crane is required? Oh, first we need a generator to start. Yeah, that's okay. I've done that already. Sorry, that threw me out then. Yeah, there's that contract. Yeah, this one, yeah, that's one at by the lake. But this one, this one is one that was highlighted as well. We've got big news. A famous actor is coming here soon to film a new picture. Do you know what that means? We need letters over our town, just like the Hollywood sign. Help us make it happen, okay? Do it for art. No, I'll do it for money, but the effect will be just the same. So I need 4 metal rolls, so that's 4 slots. 4 concrete slabs. Where do I get the concrete slabs? Oh yeah, I can get them in the warehouse. But they're 2 slots each, aren't they? So if I took a truck and a 4-slot trailer, I could take 3 concrete slabs in the first journey, 1 in the truck and 2 on the trailer, and then I'd have 1 more concrete slab, which would be 2 slots. If I put that in the truck, then I could fit the 4 metal rolls on the trailer, couldn't I? So I could do it in 2 trips. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Right, I'm going to recover this. Shall I recover it, or shall I? How difficult is that going to be to drive up there? That's all snow, isn't it? No, I'm not going to bother. I'm going to recover that. I'll do it. I'll do the activation when I'm doing that, delivering of that, the cabins for that contract. Right. Don't know what that's doing there. Did I use that for the collecting the cement. Yeah, I might have used that for collecting the cement actually, not the Voron grad. What truck shall I use for that particular delivery task? Yeah, there's fuel nearby, so I might use this because I've not really used that too much so far. Yeah, let's do that. So I need a 4-slot trailer, don't I? Let's just find it. There we go. Right, so I'm going to head over to the warehouse, but I'm not going to drive through the swamp, Dave, because you don't have to. Whoops. Yeah, so you don't need to turn right there, you can just keep on going. Yeah, there's this little dodgy bit here. Whoops, I'll just put it in high gear. There we are. Excuse me, take no chances getting stuck. As I say, this is all three of the grads, sorry, all three of the Vorons, the grad and these two, I forget the numbers of them, they're quite long numbered names on their trucks. Yeah, they're very capable. This is, I think the grad is the best, but these are very useful. This one's with permanent diff lock and all-wheel drive on. It is a little more thirsty than the others. Well, certainly than the grad, and it hasn't got as big a fuel tank, as you can see, 250 against 330, I think, for the grad. But even so, it's got off-road tyres, and it's very capable. There it goes, and that's where I would have come out of the swamp. So what a muppet I am sometimes. An average mistake, you might say. That's fuel got. Right, so it's down this way, isn't it? There we go. Let's go this way and avoid the that big pool of nonsense. Yeah, it does suffer the same fate as the Voron and the Pike in that it's got quite a large turning circle on it because of the diff lock being permanently on. Right, cargo management. Whoops. Concrete slab. 1 in the truck. 2 in the trailer. I'm now carrying rather a lot more weight than I was. This will certainly be a test of how capable this truck is in rough terrain. With this much weight on its back and towing as well. Right, let's just... I don't even need to go through that wet bit as well. I'm learning all the time, folks. Why don't I just pay attention to what I'm doing? If I did, I might learn something. Right. So, which one was it? A Taste of Tinseltown. Right, now, which is going to be the best way? You see, you can go up there, but that looks particularly naughty. So, I'm thinking I may go along, just refuel there, and go up that way, and then just along. And then I might come down that way, just to see what the terrain is like. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So I've just got a long drive on the tarmac now. Quite feels heavy. This has surely got to be one of the heaviest of the cargoes that you have to deliver in this game. Look at the size of those concrete slabs. 3 of them in each package. So that's 9 concrete slabs. Yeah, fuel consumption's gone up dramatically. Still, at least I know that I don't have to venture off-road until the last part of this contract. Over the rocks. Yes, it's not, it doesn't feel as quick as it did when it was unladen. Quite certainly chugging through the fuel though, isn't it? I think it was very wise of me to put that fuel carrier trailer where I did, but as I say, I can fuel up on the way there and on the way back from that fuel carrier trailer. So, and I've got the bobble dar in it as well, so it's all good. Whoops. Do I need to change? No, that's alright. There we go. So that's that bit. So now I've just got to head up past the garage, past the iron and steel works. All the way up to where the fuel carrier trailer is parked. Then I'll be in the dodgy terrain again, folks. This is... I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm feeling a little bit of trepidation about this. I've not got far to drive off-road, but with such a heavy load and potentially quite steep inclines... Right, let's just slow down nicely for this. I remembered. Yay. Trailer's over, yep. Right. So let's see what's what. Yeah, in fact, when I come back, I don't need to take the trailer with me all the way back to the warehouse, do I? Because I only need one concrete slab on the truck. So I'll take the truck back, put 4 metal rolls on the trailer, and then just manoeuvre it to the entrance to the facility where I can easily just reverse and hitch up to it. And then I'll just drive the truck solo out to the warehouse again. Yeah, that makes sense. Easier manoeuvring wise and so on. Right, not far now to the fuel trailer. We shall see. Whoops. Just how good a choice of truck this proves to be. Right. Refuel. Thank you very much. Let's go. Oh, I see, yeah. It's got the some of the letters are missing. Hopefully it'll be a decent cutscene at the end of this. Let's go through this bit. So this is more capable off-road with regard to its tyres, this truck. Oh dear, that wasn't good to start with, was it? And it's got higher power to weight ratio, but it's carrying, as I was saying, probably substantially more weight than the Freightliner was when it was carrying 1 short logs and 3 metal rolls up this particular route. Turn, truck, turn. Mind that rock. Oh dear. Come on, truck. Now I remember this being very soft. Come on, truck. Just crawl very slowly. Just keep going. Keep moving. Oh dear, that's a naughty little soft bit there. Let's avoid that wet bit as much as I can. Oh boy, this last bit could be the worst. Come on, truck, you can make it. How bad is this terrain? Is it not too soft? It doesn't look like it. Please don't be icy. Go on. Keep going. Go on. Yes. It's only gone and made it, folks. Right, let's see how much this truck lifts up when I release this cargo. Boom. Excellent. Right, let's just take a trip down here. How are we doing for time? Oh, we've come up to 42 minutes. Let's put that in high gear now. There we go. Let's just see how bad this particular bit is. Then I'll get to the fuel trailer and we'll call that quits for the episode, I think. How soft is this terrain? It doesn't seem too bad, actually, at all. So... oh wow, turning. That's just what I don't want to have to do too much with in this truck. Oh, there we go. Excellent. So there we are, folks. Part 1 of that contract complete. Let's just refuel. Yeah, used a fair bit of fuel, but I thought it would be worse than that. But that was a pleasant surprise anyway. So yeah, I'm going to call it a day there for this episode, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. That was another little bit of terrain on the map tested in the International. Got that yard delivered. That task complete. So only one more task to do. And halfway through this contract. So yeah, I think what I'll do off camera is go and collect the stuff, and then at the start of the next episode you'll join me in or at the iron and steel works with this truck and trailer fully loaded again, ready to do that journey. And as I say, I think I might try and go up that bit next time the way I came down, just to see it be less weight on the trailer, if not the same weight in the truck. So we shall see. But yeah, so if you could hit the like button, that would be fantastic. You please do subscribe as well if you want to see much more of this content. It's I know I keep saying it, but it won't be long until we're on to the other map, and that will be happy days. So I will just say thank you very much again for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. Cheerio.